We'll literally show you the career that you've been wanting to see.
Yes, it's time to experience the nooks and crannies of Korea as with your own 2 feet on
K-Patch
with Jennifer.
That's right, we've got a very sparkly Jennifer in the studio today. We want you to watch the video radio because of her videos, but also every week because of her brilliant fashion style. You're blinding me with your sequins today.
Yes, today I brought some other sparkles here aside from the video.
It looks cool, Jen. Are
Do you
you a
like
sparkly
this kind of
person? Yes, I do actually. I like something glittery that catches my eye. I wonder if many men are like me, quite simple. So if something sparkles, we're like, oh, that's nice. Look at that. You a fan of that kind of clothing as well?
Well, I don't have a lot of these kind of kinds because, I have a baby and he's going to just play with this.
Yes.
It's going to be the perfect toy for him. But I wanted to bring some extra sparkle today for you guys because we're talking about something really fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because if you drink this, you want to have some sparkling vibes, party vibes here and there, maybe?
I could extend that link or segue further and say, in my opinion, this drink is kind of sparkly, like sparkling water almost. There's a kind of fizz to it, in my opinion, on the tip of your tongue. We've got the hashtag today, favor, and Sherry has posted up, I'm definitely doing my teenage son a favor by helping him do all this door dashing. It can be lots of wear and tear for our car. I think you have been delivering a lot of food with your son because he's saving up for homecoming. That's amazing, Sherry. What a good mum indeed. How about yourself, Jennifer? Any favours you remember that maybe someone asked you to do? It could have been something too big, or vice versa. Have you asked for anything for others and maybe been rejected or accepted? Does anything stick out for you? Butak?
That's a good question. I mean, nowadays, I think dealing with house chores are really challenging.
Yes.
And with my hubby, it's often for us to ask each other a favor.
Yes.
Hey, can you do the dishes? Then I'll do this. Yeah, so I would say the favors that I experienced personally in my daily life level became much simpler, but it's something more I become kind of desperate at times and feel more grateful. You know what I mean?
Is your hubby good at accepting those requests for a favor and doing a chore if you ask him?
Well, it depends on kind of a day he went through. So I'm trying to be as understandable as possible, but it's always challenging, to be honest.
Yeah, and I used to think, and I shouldn't have thought this way, I don't think, that, household chores, my wife would ask me a favor to do it, but it's not that way, right? You both live in that house, so I think you shouldn't even have to ask a favor, right? It's both your responsibility if you live there, right? Sure, one person can have a full-time job and the other not, but taking care of a house is like a 26-hour-a-day job, I feel.
Exactly. And I've been having that thought before, but based on my experience, you have to let go of that part as well, because if you don't, I keep on saying, hey, should I be asking this to you? And then it can be quite nasty.
It can turn into an argument, but I also hope that hubby gets out of the thinking or the mindset that it's not his job, it's your job and you're asking a favor. Because, I used to think that with kids as well, maybe child rearing. But again, that's both your responsibility.
Exactly.
Yes, all guys and girls out there listening, I hope you take that on board. Silver Granny is asking us for a favor.
Oh, what it is?
Send me some makgeolli, because I've previewed that's today's topic. I don't think we're allowed to do that. COVID and alcohol being sent in the post is not an easy thing.
That's a favor that I would love to do.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. I hope Silver Granny is in Korea. Because I happened to make 2 bottles of it.
Oh,
and
wow.
I actually did save the extra 1 bottle, which is in the fridge.
Nice, for a rainy day.
Because of the, it's not easy to drink it during on air. That's my excuse. But yeah, I really feel bad I couldn't bring it today.
Yeah, if it was non-COVID times, it would be nice to have at least a sip. I know it's alcohol, but just a little bit, because it's not too strong. Makgeolli, right? So where are we going to start with your videos today, Jennifer?
Yeah, well, we're going to start off at the store. And I'm going to show you various kinds of different makgeolli sold in the store, which actually surprised me as well as a local person. I did not know it became this popular.
Oh, so what kind of store is this? Like a liquor store or a supermarket?
It's just an ordinary supermarket, like a huge market.
Okay, let's check it out.
Yeah, so this is me and my mom checking out some red
makgeolli
and peanut
Oh.
makgeollis. And there were many actually more different kinds of
The
makgeolli.
pine seed chat one I've had before. That's nice. Yeah.
I'm so curious.
What's this?
This is a tag
Oh, that's
saying
the
watch
pine nut.
out for the carbonation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so this is the chat, the pine nuts makgeolli. So I thought, why not? Let's just make it at home.
Yeah, go the whole hog.
This is the home brew kit. Very
That's
simple.
Yeah.
Rice powder, dried yeast. There are 2 kinds, guideline and tasting note, and a sticker that you can decorate the bottle after you make it.
The plant is not included.
That's just my baby, another baby at home. Yeah, so you add the dried yeast, simple as it is. It's all packed.
Okay, the flavor notes and the rice powder all in the bottle.
All in the bottle, all in the kit.
Yeah.
And then you just add the water.
Just water, normal
Just water.
Okay.
And that's it, actually.
500 milliliters. And then you give it a shake or a stir.
You have to shake it.
Doesn't look very nice
Chopstick
at
is
the
not
moment.
enough.
Okay. It looks kind of gooey, almost like a porridge here in a bottle for our listeners. And then Jen is proper shaking it now.
Yeah, I did some workout that day.
And it's got lots of bits in it at that point. And it doesn't look that lovely, I'll be honest. It kind of looks like dirty milk.
Yeah, that's just the day number 1. You just put all that thing together and blend, and that's it. And then in the last day 5, you have to filter it out.
Ah, okay. So you're not going to be drinking all those little bits and pieces. Does it instruct you then to shake it furiously or well?
Yes, it's all in the guideline actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
because
you have to shake it thoroughly.
When you have makgeolli, you know, the finished product, you don't want to shake that because then it can often go everywhere when you open it. But at that beginning stage, it's not fizzy or anything at that minute. Oh, that's interesting. And that's really simple because I assume you could even use that bottle to serve the makgeolli after you've filtered it. You could pour it back in or something like that.
Actually, I did. You just have to wash it out and put the finalized version inside.
Nice.
And what was interesting was the one that I found in the store with the same brand on it, 느린 막걸리, 느린 마을 막걸리, sorry.
Yeah.
It was exactly the same. The
it's packaged that
packaging
way.
is exactly the same one.
Wow.
Even the sticker.
You could almost sneakily sell it at the supermarket. Well, of course, we don't encourage that, but that's cool. And you showed in the beginning just the selection of makgeolli. And I think, as with many alcohols, I've mentioned beer and the variety getting more and more over the years. With makgeolli as well, there used to be only maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 brands. Yeah. And just standard flavors. But now there's so many. The one I saw next to the pine nuts, I think, was the one I tried, which was citrus flavor as well. Like a kind of...
Did you try that one?
I like
유자
makgeolli.
makgeolli?
Yeah. Like
That's
yuja
your
makgeolli.
thing?
That's delicious as well. And then chestnut makgeolli. The palm.
Chestnut.
That tastes good. I think there's 옥수수 as well, the corn, which is good.
And 밤 막걸리 as well.
Yeah, they're all really delicious. And
chestnuts.
I think soju can be a little strong, right, for people. And maybe makgeolli's a nice kind of gateway into Korean alcohol. Do you like it in general? Are you a fan?
Makgeolli, I would say, is my favorite among Korean alcohols,
We
really.
can be friends forever.
Because I love that texture, that powdery texture.
Yeah, it's kind of creamy as well.
And it is murky, isn't it? 뽀얗잖아요. It's very cloudy, but I like that visual, how it looks. And, I can taste rice better than other alcohols that are all made with rice, actually.
Yeah, this is perhaps closest to the original ingredient. You're right, because other things made from rice or fermented that way, you don't really have any idea that it's there. And is a fairly traditional alcohol in Korea, been around a while?
Yeah, makgeolli has been with us for a very long time, and I happen to do some research. I wanted to tell you the history of makgeolli briefly. And during the ancient era, let's go way back, 삼국시대, there weren't precisely written documents about the makgeolli.
Okay.
But during the 고려시대, which is the Middle Age in Korean history, you start to see some explanation about makgeolli, soju, and 청주, which are known to be Korea's major 3 alcohols in our history.
Maybe 청주 doesn't get as much attention globally. I think many people know soju and then makgeolli. 청주 is another big one as well, isn't it?
청주, 청 is the letter meaning 맑을 정, clear. It's basically almost the same. All are made with rice, but 청주 is you filter it out.
And so it's proper clear.
Yeah. Oh. And makgeolli is for people like me who like that powdery texture. And soju is the one that has went through distillation process.
That's what separates it into even more clear and pure
alcohol.
Alcohol.
And actually that got me quite surprising because I thought soju would be the most easiest and simplest alcohol to make.
It does.
But it was makgeolli that, as you can see here, you don't need any utensils or tools. You only need the rice powder and water.
And a bottle, and that's it.
And dried yeast.
Let's play a perfect song for today's segment. Be back with Jen's second video as well. Buska Buska with Thick Rice Wine, Makgeolli. That is a brilliant song from that audition show. I think it was K-pop Superstar or Shushke Superstar K. I can't quite remember, but Buska Buska and Brad and singing Makgeolli. I remember watching that performance for the first time.
Oh, you did?
And thinking, what a great song and what a great alcohol to celebrate. We don't call it makgeolli, right? That's just for the song, right? It's just makgeolli.
No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
actually,
it's just a
daily life.
weird little take on it. We got some questions for you, Jen. Princess Mama Wolf saying, what's the percentage of alcohol in makgeolli? Maybe this alcohol is twofold. Our producer says makgeolli maybe means one glass of makgeolli.
Really?
That sounds cool, doesn't it? I'll have a makgeolli, please. So
the image that you saw from part 1, I did add some water, but in the second video, you're going to see me pouring lots of more water.
To dilute it.
Yeah, before you diluting it, the degree is 15 degrees.
Oh my God, 15% alcohol. That's
so
a lot.
I heard that's the amount of red wine. I'm no expert, but it's pretty strong.
Okay,
so you have to add lots of water, about 1 liter, and then you have 6 degrees.
Okay. 6도. Yeah, we call
more
it degrees.
More than 50% down.
In Korean, don't we? In British English, we say percent, so 6% alcohol. And I think in America, they say proof. They double the percentage, so it would be 12 proof is 6%. It's a bit complicated.
Very.
I think. The American listeners, please tell me if I'm right or wrong. And I think most makgeollis are similar, but being a little bit of a lover of makgeolli, I tried a version, I think it might have been in your supermarket video, which was about 12 or 14% makgeolli.
That's strong.
It still tasted good, but you could feel the alcohol. Like you have a drink, you're like, whoa. Whereas normal makgeolli, I think you can drink a few glasses without thinking you're getting drunk, and then suddenly, bang, it might hit you, right? You got some messages to read as well.
Yeah, from Siska. Wow, where is the store, Jen? My fav is peach and peanut anyway.
Ooh.
And the halabong one from Jeju.
Oh,
wow,
the peanut one.
That's very fruity.
Yeah,
I wonder what the taste would be.
Peach, I don't think I've tried, actually. Halabong must be similar to the citrus one. And then peanut would go really well because it's very kind of nutty. We've got a photo of it. I think this is Siska's fridge from before. The Udo Dangkong Makgeolli, because Udo Island is famous for its peanuts, right?
I think Siska is a fan of makgeolli. And I went to a department store, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To see all those makgeollis.
Yeah, because I expected to see much diverse kinds of makgeollis at the department store.
Yeah.
I did hit some other marts like a huge market that is well known to Korea that starts with E.
Yes.
And I even went to some little supermarket, but I happened to find the most various kinds at the department store. That was my personal experience.
I would say there are many now liquor stores in Korea as well that you can find, especially in Seoul, and they have an amazing selection, especially like artisan makgeollis. Stacey Wiley says, do they have any non-alcoholic makgeollis? That's a good question.
That's a very interesting question.
Because, you know,
is it possible though?
Non-alcoholic beers have become really popular and available, even in the pyeonijums, the convenience stores. I haven't seen non-alcohol makgeolli, but I'm sure it might be available if you look hard enough, but not on a regular basis, right?
Yeah, but it is true that we're seeing more and more different kinds of makgeolli. And when I did some research before, it's been pretty recent that the popularity of makgeolli went up really. It spiked.
Oh.
It's been since 1990s. That's pretty recent, isn't it? Because if you think about it, we went through colonial era, Japanese colonial era, and at those times, without permission, you couldn't make makgeolli.
It was kind of banned, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then we went through Korean War, and there's been like imported flour into this country. So for a long time, rice makgeolli wasn't seen at the store.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they made a big comeback in the 90s. I think the gourmet and the flavor ones have been a more recent addition, maybe 10, 15 years. And our producer put up a good point. There's a drink in the convenience store which is made from rice, 아침 햇살, and it kind of tastes a bit similar to makgeolli, and it's not alcoholic, like kids can drink it and whatnot, right?
Yeah, it's just a rice beverage, and it's much more sweet.
Yes, definitely sweeter.
Very
no
different.
alcohol, and no bits of rice like shike or anything. Let's get to your second video then, Jen.
Yeah, so in the second video, you're going to see the brewing process, and you're going to see me having some little fun, and enjoying the makgeolli there.
Okie dokie, here goes.
Yeah, the next day, I could see makgeolli going through the fermentation process.
It's going a bit yellowy.
It went much more yellowy and darker, and you can see the bubbles if you look up close there.
And there's definitely two distinct layers, like the thick paste at the bottom and the yellowy liquid on top, and now lots of bubbles on day, what, 3
was that? A lot of bubbles there. And this is the day 5, the final day.
It looks definitely like I don't want to drink it now. It's almost like sewer water.
Kinda, yeah.
And then you shake it.
Once you shake it, the color changes much more bright. And there you're seeing me having
fizzy.
some surprising moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they give you this filter to filter it with
Actually,
the kit?
they didn't.
So you've got to have your own sieve or something.
No, I need the filter, so I had to hit the supermarket in the night. Yeah, so you'd better prepare for that utensil. And even I didn't have the funnel, which is gaitegi in Korean, so I had to use the coffee drip
Wow, you have
kettle.
to be very careful. And then it's ready to drink. And you
can just drink it right away.
In a bowl, which is traditional in Korea to have, right?
That's actually the bowl for my kid. But I wanted to have that makgeolli vibe. We don't drink it with the cup, as you said.
You have that like brass bowl, the metal one.
or wooden kind of,
if you want it really traditional. And then that was really sweet at the end. On the label, you can write the date and your name on it and then stick it on the bottle.
Right. And even they had this tasting note. And at first I found it a little bit cheesy and tacky. But then when written it down, it was quite fun. You think about the flavor, the texture, the scent.
And then you write down how you think you could maybe market it with like tasting notes. What did you write?
Well, I found the scent much more fruity than I thought.
Oh, is there fruit in the ingredient packet?
Not
actually.
Tasting?
No?
Yeah.
Okey-dokey.
But somehow it had this flowery scent.
Oh, that's really
it was really
interesting.
nice, actually. You should try it. It's very simple.
And so for those 5 days, that's all it takes?
5 days, that's it.
You don't touch it. You don't like shake it or stir it. You just leave it to sit there.
You leave it for 5 days, but on the final day, you need the filter and some funnel, some utensils, and a huge pot.
Okay, and then you mix it all together. Does it need to be in like a certain temperature? Like, you're not meant to leave it too cold or anything?
It was recommended to be in a storage that is shady with no sunlight, but you don't necessarily have to put it in a fridge.
Okay, no direct sunlight, but maybe
cool area.
Room temperature or cooler if it's in the shade. That does look super simple. And can you be honest now, Jen? Did it taste as good as store-bought makgeolli?
Look into my eyes, guys.
Okay,
I'm being 100% honest. Yeah. It was actually really, really good.
Oh, wow. So
yeah.
I
will make it again.
Like normal makgeolli?
Normal.
Wow. That's amazing because my friend did the beer brewing at home. Beer, I think, is a bit more complicated and you needed this like pressure vessel. It was horrible. It
really?
tasted like vomit. It was the worst thing we'd ever had. But that, I'm sure if they make it so simple, you can't really go wrong. Right?
Not really. It was just so simple. All you need is the filter and the funnel, extra utensils. And I think that's pretty much it.
Bish, bash, bosh. Just one clarification from the first part, Jen. In terms of the eras we were talking about, maybe our Korean history buffs might know, but other listeners won't. When you talk about the Three Kingdoms era, that's what kind of period are we talking?
That's like really the ancient era before Middle Ages. So that's before 918. So starting from 918 till 1392, that is Goryeo dynasty.
That's the kind of Middle Age period.
Yes, that lasted like 1,000 years. And then from Joseon dynasty, that is, also very well-known dynasty, the dynasty before the current modern Korea now. That lasted until before the colonial era.
Yeah.
That is 1919.
So we mentioned the records start from the Goryeo dynasty era. So from 1918 onwards, right? That kind of era. Sometime in there, we could see records of Soju and Cheongju. That's not to say that in the Three Kingdoms, they didn't have makgeolli. It might not just been written down. Who knows, right?
Right.
Let's get to some music. We want your content as well. What kind of alcohol is common to make at home, perhaps where you are? If you've got pictures and videos, send them in. Kakao Talk, our username is Daily K. Here's the boys now with Drink It. That was a bit of a banger there. Drink It from the boys.
Yeah, hey.
And yeah, as long as you're okay with your alcohol, then we do recommend this makgeolli, our favourite, me and Jen's Korean alcohol. And Stacey Wiley, you asked about the alcohol-free makgeolli. There might be some niche one somewhere, but our producer told us about another type of similar to makgeolli alcohol that I'd never heard of.
Yeah, I mean, it was really interesting to know that in Jeollado, I'm from Daegu, so I don't know much about the culture in Jeollado, which might sound a bit surprising for you because we're living in a small country.
Those provinces were kind of rivals in the past, right?
Kind of in the past. But in Jeollado, there is this famous alcohol called moju with a very low percentage of alcohol level, which is 1%.
Okay.
And it's called moju. And this is made of, so when you make the makgeolli, you filter out the bigger parts of rice.
Like
and
we saw in your
yeast,
video.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And once you filter it out, with the leftovers, you make the moju.
Wow.
You ferment it again.
Nice.
Then you have the moju.
So it's not alcohol-free, but it's very low.
Very
1% or even less. And Jeonju in particular is famous for it. You might see it in the restaurants. I don't think I've seen it in Seoul at all. I haven't looked for it, I suppose, so it might be somewhere. We got some listener messages.
Yeah,
Jen.
from Silver Granny. Can we order this kit? Hubby loves making and would probably like this too. Hubby likes to make beer, to be clear.
Ah, nice.
I think possibly because we're seeing more and more Korean food products sold on global markets. So
yeah, I reckon this because it's not alcoholic if it's a kit, right? There might be restrictions with sending alcohol, I think, in certain regions of the world, including here in Korea, actually. You cannot get alcohol delivered to you, I think, unless it's traditional Korean alcohol. I think that's the exception
Really?
I've heard. Yeah, because online I wanted to order some wine and stuff. And it was just not possible.
Oh.
Like if you go to a wine store, I think they can deliver it to you, but you can't just order it online easily. We also had this from Silver Granny, who was saying our moonshine, which I think is alcohol homemade, it comes in many different flavors, and that's been a recent development. I'm on a mission now. I'm going to gather the stuff and find a recipe, and it should fit with my Korean cooking course that she's doing. Yeah, what do they say makgeolli goes well with? Is it chon? The savory pancakes?
Actually, my original plan for this content was to show you guys me enjoying makgeolli with a pajeon.
Oh, nice.
Pa is the green onion. And, Koreans love to have makgeolli with chon, as you say. It's kind of like a pancake that you can add with some seafoods. Depending on your preference, you can put the vegetables that you like.
Even kimchi John is good. Yeah, and it goes hand in hand with makgeolli. And I think there's actually science behind it because they say Koreans want it on a rainy day more often than not, right? And apparently when it's damp in the air, you crave something oily, and then the makgeolli goes well with something oily as well. It's delicious. You got another message?
Yeah, from Aim Lida. If there's no rice powder, can we blend the rice? Because there is no makgeolli kit here. Blend the rice.
To get the rice powder, to make the, what is it? 쌀가루?
쌀가루.
Okay.
So I think you need to grind it. And
really fine.
It was a dried rice powder. So
it might be tough.
It won't be easy.
But Aimlita, if you know how to make rice powder, of course you could make it, right? Because that would have come from rice, originally speaking. Aimlita also says, I remember something on Arirang TV. There is a beer makgeolli. I've seen that combination as well, yeah. There is a beer makgeolli, and it kind of tastes like a halfway between those two. And to be honest, I reckon makgeolli is kind of like a Korean beer in a way, because it's a bit fizzy. It's not like you saw from when Jen opened it, kind of psh. It's not totally fizzy, because you added lots more water to it later, but I think it's along the same lines, and I prefer it to beer.
It's kind of sparkly, and I think that is one of the reasons why we like to have it with chon. That is greasy and oily.
Yeah, it kind of cuts through that. We can ask Chef Chung tomorrow when he comes in about the rice powder, Aimlita. Noor says, Jen, sell your own makgeolli, and you can call it jenggeolli.
Jenggeolli. It goes well with the Christmas vibe.
Jingly, yeah. In time for Christmas.
For the idea.
If you start making a lot now, Jen, you can be a millionaire by December 25th.
I should think about it.
Do it.
I mean, the Squid Game is a huge trend nowadays, and we're seeing a lot of, global
Korean
fans loving
content.
Korean food.
There was no makgeolli in the game, though, was there? You could maybe just do the logo the same, like the triangle, the square, and the circle. That would be okay. You got another message?
Yeah, from Hartley. Peter is correct about the proof rating. Just double the percentage of alcohol content.
Oh, thank you for confirming that. And why do you do that? Why do you make it that complicated, America? Because I saw some alcohol that was more than 100 proof. And I was like, how can it be more than 100% alcohol? But again, you're right. It's just doubled. And Hartley says you can buy makgeolli making kits on Amablank, the commerce website, which is global. There you go.
Thank you for the info.
Tropic Girl also asking, is there makgeolli ice cream? I'm pretty certain I've seen that, actually.
You did?
I don't know if there's alcohol in it, but makgeolli flavor, because there is salmat ice cream, like rice flavor ice cream, with actual rice in it, which I didn't like. But I think I've seen a makgeolli flavor, yeah.
in the supermarket?
No, it's like at some gourmet fancy ice cream
Okay, that's
place.
really...
It's not common, no,
Okay.
but there might be one out there.
Interesting.
She says something else as well, Tropic.
Yeah, you don't shake the bottles during fermentation, only at the start and the end. It's a bit of a messy process. Oh, so really simple and almost tastes like the real deal. No brainer. Nice.
Yay.
Thank you, Tropic Girl.
And
yeah,
Jen, you're honest.
I didn't shake it
No.
in the middle of the process, just in the end.
There must
Yeah.
be a method to that or a reason for that as well, right? We got some listener content as well. Ing Yin from Malaysia has said, I don't know how to make moonshine, but I saw how makgeolli was made during my visit to a brewery in Korea. So this is the more traditional way. Like Jen's way is a kind of ready-made meal way, right? Nice and simple. And this is some really interesting flavors. Nokcha, green tea, hokke.
There's so many different kinds. Omija.
Wow.
Nokcha is green tea.
Yeah, the hokke is some kind of berry that is good for hangovers, they say. Omija are the 5 flavors as well. And you said they later took us to lunch where we had bossam with makgeolli as well. I think that's a traditional combo.
It goes also really well.
The kind of boiled pork belly. And these are some of the traditional vessels you can have it in, from a big kind of bowl and then into smaller bowls with a ladle. You are doing that. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the photo. Yeah, that is exactly how it traditionally looks like. And if you happen to watch some of the K-dramas that are ancient era stories, you know, you happen to see makgeolli quite often.
Yeah, being drunk like that, right? Raul from Argentina has sent in this saying, Fernet, the Italian pronunciation is Fernet, I don't know. It's a type of amaro, a bitter-sweet aromatic spirit. It's made from a number of herbs and spices, but usually include myrrh, rhubarb, chamomile, cardamom, aloe, and saffron with a base of grape spirits. It's usually served as a digestive after a meal, but you can have it with coffee and espresso or mixed in as well.
Or maybe Coca-Cola there, I'm seeing there, the Coke.
45% alcohol. That's really strong, isn't it? Goodness
Even
gracious.
by smelling, having the scent, you might get drunk.
I think so, yes. Jen, thank you for coming in not hungover after drinking makgeolli.
Likewise. I had a really great fun. And next time, though, this isn't the end. You're going to be checking out us having some fun with another fun Korean food.
Ooh, lovely jubbly. Have a great week, Jen, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Have a great day, everyone.
Faz, your song request, hashtag favor, it's a request, Addicted, 중독 by Pixie, please.